स्क्रीन विजिबल है? स्टार्ट करें?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's begin the session. This is lecture number 37. And in the last lecture, we have discussed the paging technique. What is page? What is frame? Address translation, logical address to physical address translation, and how a program which contain number of pages, or we can say a process that contain number of pages, how we allocate that particular pages to a primary memory. So we have seen that a primary memory divided into equal size of chunks, equal size of pieces, that each piece is called frame, whereas the process is divided into equal size of chunks and each chunk is called page. Page having a logical entity, so it can have a logical address, and frame, or we can say primary memory locations, is the physical address. So each and every frame having the physical address. So somehow we have to load our program into primary memory. That means we have to allocate physical address to our programs, and programs are converted into process at the time of execution, and a program that is become the process at the time of execution, it contain a number of pages, and that pages we have to load into a primary memory. So this is how we done in the last lecture. That is a technique called paging with hardware implementation. Now in this lecture, we will discuss the next memory partitioning technique, which is again a very important in terms of GTO exam. You have to understand it also very carefully. The name of technique is called segmentation. So let's begin the session. First of all, we understand what is segment. Then we'll understand how to handle the segments. Segmentation with hardware. This is the name of technique which we are going to discuss in this session. Now, in the last lecture, we have seen that if we talk about the hard disk or a secondary memory where our program exists, so hard disk can contain programs, and if the size of program gets increases, then it will convert it into a segments. So let's suppose these are some segments, maybe some small segments, maybe some larger segment. First question arises in our mind, what is segment? So let's answer this question first. It is a logical entity resides in secondary memory So segment is a logical entity resides in secondary memory. It also has logical address. It also has base address, limit, etc. So a segments can contain base address and limit. Base address, I mean to say that a segment that starts from hard disk. Base address means starting address of segment is called. No need to write. It is just a starting address. So it just indicate where the segment starts from. And remember, it is the address of primary memory. So this is the base address, and limit means total number of byte it can contain. So each and every segment is having a variable size. So it indicate total number of byte it can contain, or we can say limit of a segment is nothing but a total number of byte. The size of segment is called limit, right? So let's suppose this is the segment number 1. This is segment number 2, and let's suppose this is segment number 3. If data increases in size, page become segment. So this is the basic answer what is segment in the logical memory. So if the data increases in size or bulk in size, the page becomes segment. And we know that a page having a limited size, it cannot exceed with their limits. But again, if we type anything in our text file, in our document file, in our Excel file, so it becomes the segments. So segments is a complete volume. You can say it is a large amount of data. It is a bulk of data that is stored in a hard disk. Pages is also stored in the hard disk, but it contains the limited size of data, right? So in last lecture we have load pages that are stored in hard disks, and we have transferred that pages to the primary memory. That means loading of pages. But in this session, what we are doing, what we will do, we will load a proper segment from the secondary memory to primary. And in order to load the segments from hard disks to primary memory, we have to identify some physical address, because we know that each and every segment is having the logical address. So that logical address can be logical address need to be translate to physical address, because we want to execute that segments, and in order to execute, the segments must have in the primary memory. So we have to provide a physical address. Right now each and every segment is having the logical address. So this is what we are going to do in this session. So let's start the session. Segmentation with hardware implementation. Uh, let's understand one more things. Suppose this is the segment. This is the primary memory. let's suppose this is the segment number 3 stored in primary memory, and base address for this segment number 3, the base address, let's suppose 1000, and the limit is suppose 500 byte. So segment number 3 having the base address 1000, it indicate the base segment number 3 load start loading into the primary memory from 1000 address, right? This is the base address. The first line of segment number 3 will get from this address 1000, and the segment number 3 having the total limit, that is a 500 byte, so it will close in 1500. So 1000 plus 500, 1500, it will also show the limit or a closing address of particular segment. Why I'm telling to you, why I'm explaining this, because sometimes operating system trap, sometimes it cannot able to translate a logical address to physical address because the data of segment exceed from the limit, right? So operating system cannot able to generate the physical address. In this case we can say the operating system trap. So this is the terminology you have to understand. The trapping means operating system is not able to translate logical address to physical address. That means it is trapped. For example, if you want to generate an address of 1600 number of lines, from base address 1000. So let's analysis. We have to generate address for 1600 lines. So line number we have specified from the base address 1000, and we know that a segment number 3 having base address 1000, but it can contain only 500 bytes. So segment number 3 having only 500 number of lines. The closing address is 1500. So we cannot generate address for line number 1600. In this case, the operating system get trapped. Now suppose if you want to generate address for a line number that are between 1000 to 1500, let's suppose 1400. For this line of address we want to translate logical address to physical address. So let's check whether it is possible or not. So segment number 3 lies between 1000 to 1500, and the 1400 line of address will resides in between 1000 to 1500. So in this case the operating system will not trap, it is able to generate logical address to physical address. And as soon as the physical address gets generated, 1400, the line that are stored in 1400 address, that will be read or write, whatever be the whatever be the operations performed by the user. Maybe it can perform the read operation. So that line which is stored in 1400 address, that will, so operating system will not trap in this case. It will generate proper logical address to physical address for a line number 1400. So that's why a limit is very essential in the segments. So limit tells us what is the closing point or a closing address of a segment, because a hard disk can have a number of segments. So each segment having a logical address. When it load from secondary to primary memory, it should have a base address, so that we start loading that segment from this base address. And limit tells us how much lengthy the segment is, how many records are there, and which records we want to access. So we have to generate logical address, then a segment table help to provide base address, and then logical address will be converted into physical address, and we perform the read operation and write operation accordingly. So this is the whole scenario of segmentation. Let's understand. Segmentation with hardware implementation. So you can see in the diagram, there is a CPU, central processing unit. This is the logical address of segments, segment number and byte offset. This is the segmentation table. You can say segment table, which having three columns: segment number, limit, and base address. Just wait. Okay, so let's continue. So this is the CPU, central processing unit, and it generates the logical address. There is a segmentation hardware, which having the three columns: segment number, limit of a segment, and the base address of a segment. So we have 5 segments in our secondary memory, and the 5 segments we have to load into the primary memory. So there is no hard disk in the diagram, but you have to understand, previously all the segments is stored in hard disk in the secondary memory, and by using the segmentation table, it provides the base address, and from this base address we calculate addresses, we translate the addresses from logical to physical, and will store segment into our primary memory. So that we have to understand how segmentation table help to understand or explain logical address to physical address. Each entry of segment table has a segment base and a segment limit. The segment base contains the starting physical address where the segment resides in the memory, whereas the segment limit specifies the length of the segment. So we have already discussed about the base address and limit. This is the primary memory or physical memory. You can see in the diagram. Segment number 0 start from 1400, close at 2400. Why it is start from 1400? Because as you can see in the segment table, segment number 0, the base address of segment number 0 is 1400 with having the limit 1000 bytes. So it will start from 1400, goes on 1000 lines and close it. So 1400 plus 1000, that means 2400. So segment 0 start from 1400, close at 2400. Now similarly, segment number 1, base address is 6300 and the limit is 400. So segment number 1 can contain only 400 number of lines. So 6300, that is the starting points. So let's understand where is segment number 1. This is the segment number 1. Start from 6300. This is the base address and it can contain only 400 lines. So 6300 plus 400 goes to 6700. Now similarly, segment number 2 start from 4300 and having 400 lines. So how we can load into a primary memory? So we find the 4300. This is the 4300 address and it is a starting address of segment number 2. So segment number 2 start from 4300 and goes up to 400 lines. Now the closing address will be 4700. Similarly, segment number 3 is starting address 3200 and the byte offset is 1100. So 3200 plus 1100 goes to 4300. So segment number 3 is located here. Starting address 3200 plus 1100. We have to add limit from the base address and we'll got the closing address of particular segment. So segment number 3, the closing address is 4300. And similarly, segment number 4. So in this way, we have given a 5 number of segments that are stored previously in the secondary memory, but we want to execute that program which contain 5 segments. So somehow we have to transfer that segment from secondary to primary memory, right? But a CPU can only able to generate the logical address. It cannot generate directly physical address, so that we can transfer the segment from hard disk to primary memory. So it has some limitations. So CPU generate logical address, and that logical address having only 2 parts: segment number and byte offset. This is the diagram which shows that there are some calculations and there are some additions. We have to check conditions, and then if condition is true, then we have to add something. What we have to add and what is the condition which we have to calculate, we'll discuss in the next slides. But this is some conditions there and some additions there. A logical address consists of 2 parts. This is the logical address which we are talking about. CPU generate logical address S/D. Now what does meaning by S and D? So logical address consists of 2 parts. A segment number, small s indicate segment number, and an offset into that segment D. You can say it is a byte offset. Byte offset means from the base address in which number of lines we are interested to read and write. Because segment number 0 contain 1000 number of lines. So suppose I can read 500 number of lines, 600 number of lines, 676 number of lines, right? So whatever the number of lines we are interested to read, that given into the D section, that is byte offset. The segment number is used as an index into the segment table. This is the segment table, and segment number is working as an index. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 indicate the segment number. Offset D of the logical address must be between 0 and segment limit. Offset means the value of D should not exceed from the limit. It should lies between the limits or less than the limit. The offset D, the logical address must be between 0 and the segment limit. If it is not, we trap to the operating system logical addressing attempt beyond end of segment. So the byte offset if increases from the limit, then operating system will not able to generate the physical address. In this case, we can say trap is occur. If the offset is legal, it is added to the segment base to produce address in physical memory of the desired byte. So if it is valid, then it will be added with the base address. So the quantity which are added with the byte offset is base address. So byte offset added with the base address, and finally we get physical address for a desired location or for a desired byte. Now let's take an example to understand what we have discussed so far. CPU generate logical address. This is the segment number 1 and byte offset 200. So this is the logical address for segment number 1 and 200 number of lines, 200 number of byte we are interested to read. So this is the meaning of logical address. Now consider the following example. CPU generate logical address 1200. This is divided into two part, segment number 1 and 200, that is byte offset. In the next section, 1 and 200, 1 is the segment number and 200 is the byte offset. Now this is the logical address and we have to convert it into physical address, because if we get the physical address, we are able to find out 200 number of record into a primary memory. But before getting physical address, we are not able to find 200 number of lines from the primary memory. So in order to translate logical address to physical address, we have to take help of segmentation table. Segmentation table contains 3 columns: segment number, limit address and base address. CPU generate a logical address, so we have to calculate physical address for segment number 1. In the segment table, we have seen that segment number 1 having limit 400 bytes and the base address of segment number 1 will be 6300. 6300. So we have to check conditions. 200, that is the byte offset, is less than from the limit or not, because the byte offset, according to rule, byte offset should be lies between 0 and limit. If it is less than the limit, then it can translate logical address to physical address. But if it is exceed from the limit, operating system cannot able to translate physical address, and in this case it become trap. So 200 will check whether it is less than from 400. Okay, so let's continue. Byte offset 200 will be calculated, will be checked whether it is less than from the limit. So 200 is less than 400. So yes, condition is true. Segment 1 is accessed in the table and the offset is 200 is compared to the limit 400 to see if it is less than the limit. Yes, it is less than 200 is less than 400. If it is possible, if it is yes, then add base address. So byte offset means the 200 will be added with the base address of segment number 1. The comparison passes, so the offset is added to the base address to produce the physical address, and the physical address will be 6300 plus 200. 6300 is the base address of segment number 1 and 200 is the line which we are intending to read. So 6300 plus 200 becomes 6500. That is the address which we are intended to read. So we have to approach on this address 6500. This is the segment number 1. Start from 6300 and it close at 6700 and 6500 will lie somewhere else. So this is the line number of record we are intended to read. So this is how operating system generate the physical address by helping the segmentation table. Now let's take another example so that we can understand very well how segmentation work, how operating system generate logical address to physical address, and it is eligible to generate the physical address. CPU generate logical address 2500. What does it mean? 2 means the segment number and 500 is the byte offset. Now again check the segment number 2 having the limit 400, base address is 4300. Now we have to check the byte offset values should be lies between 0 to limit. So limit is 400 but byte offset is 500. So 500 is less than 400, condition false. So CPU generate logical address 2500. This is divided into segment number 2 and byte offset 500. 500 will check with the limit 400. 500 is less than 400. No, condition false. It is a greater than. We cannot able to read or write that particular address which are exceeded from the limit. So this is invalid address according to the operating system. So the comparison fail. So a trap of the operating system occurs and operating system will not able to generate address for a 500 byte offset for segment number 2. So this is called the trapping of operating system or trap to the operating system. So we have taken two examples, one for successful generating physical address and another example which shows that there may be an invalid address. So in that case, trap to operating system will occur. So this is all about the segmentation hardware technique. I hope you understand. If you have any doubt, you can ask a question. We will answer to you.